Greetings one and all, and welcome back to Zayfard Plays Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tides. In our last episode, we were continuing our war against Changsu whilst, to be honest, ignoring the fact that the other nations have started wars. You know, Hutama and Integer and Lena are attacking us, and I just don't care. I really don't care, it's not affecting me. Our two allies are fighting the war for us. We are still really pounding at Changsu, good, and building up our army to go and attack him, and just to see how far we can score, and you know what they're going to give us for that. We're also developing bioengineering to get a golem, and to improve some more of our vessels so we can see invisible units at the sea. We've also got our two next colonies built, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, it has hit our health a little bit, which is less than fantastic. But once we've got a few more areas built, I'll be improving our health score again. That's fine. We have a good amount. In fact, looking at the amount of money we've got, let's see what I can purchase here. Clinic, +2 health and some science. That would be good. Site and nursery, health, smaller health and science. Gene garden, science, capital, and health. Yep, get a gene garden. Let's see what purchase over here. I've spent all my money for now, with a small boost to my health. I believe you can own. This is the bit I'm not as sure of is how health works on this. I believe the positive to health you can get is equal to your city size, and I only remembered that after building the really big health boost. Bit of a mistake there, but bonus-wise, most of the energy for that came from Weltgeist, which they generously donated to us. Yes, that's the one. Donated. We didn't send our spies in to steal it in any way, shape, or honest. Now, if you believe that, I've got some magic beans for sale, which I'm sure you'd love. They're fantastic magic beans. Don't ask me what they do, they're magic. Okay. Yeah, people are now starting to dislike my lack of, they've got a bonus, nice. My lack of health. You can continue them fortifying, just wait for the enemy to come to you. And then, you know, wipe them out. Okay, you can pull back and attack. Yeah, Changsu Navy. Not in a good way. Let's have you take out this cruiser. This one will be waiting for next turn anyway, so not a major issue. Production rate. People still dislike our production rate. Oh well. No big loss there. Okay. Nearly enough diplomatic capital.
Your village was ever ruined by trade.
Yeah, you could have that. Ooh, our fear factor's starting to go up. Nice. Okay, let's purchase some health stuff over here. We can't, okay. We'll wait a couple of turns and purchase some health stuff over here. Let's see. Well, you can try and run, but won't succeed. We are just decimating the Changsu Navy, aren't we? What's the war like? 244. Okay, I have no idea what that means yet. I just know it seems to get us more diplomatic capital. So we are going to get to a point where I stop caring about that. But right now I am causing serious problems. Polystration Explorer. Now, aren't I at war with you guys? Commonwealth Pacific. I think that's Hutama. Yep, that's him, and you've just lost a unit. Well, you shouldn't have put him near me. Okay, so some production. Deep Castle's finished. Fantastic. I think a G Garden would go down very well, or the Gaian well. Or a cloning plant. I think a cloning plant would go down really well. More more food for my people. See if we can get our capital to be a little bit bigger. Use missiles to attack their land units. Serious damage there. Okay, so let's finish them off. Love the animation for these vessels. Excellent. Another marine unit lost for them. Elamur. Okay, so I have a few options here. Ectopod. 19 turns for that wonder. Extra production of 4. Yeah, I'll take that, I think. I know I was going for war units, but, you know. Aha, and another virtue, which is good. Reduce maintenance for military units. Yes, please. Excellent, so even more energy, a lot of energy incoming, which is really good. That covert operation has completed, so let's try and steal some more science. Well, the last one failed, but at least we weren't detected. Good. Okay, expedition.
저와 협력하신다면 큰 힘이 될 것입니다.
So you want to give me 87 diplomatic capital? Not enough. You'll enjoy watching our destruction? No, wrong way round. We're going to enjoy watching yours. We're starting to build up our military forces now. That's not good for you. Okay, so we have a completed expedition. Your expedition team salvaged the wreckage of a crashed satellite of some kind. It was relatively intact after falling, resulting in many useful scrap materials that will give your city of Deep Castle a boost of 80 production. Very nice. And a quest decision. Garden of Eden. With this new gene garden, we unlock the potential of the human form. How should we direct that potential, however, is still up for debate. Our people have split into two schools of thought. The first and largest believe the garden should be used to protect our bodies through control mutation. The second and more radical want the garden to explore biotechnological abilities. Whatever path we take could very well define our future. Okay, so we can have extra energy. We'll accept limited mutation for the extra health. We may never completely overcome our inherent weaknesses, but through controlled mutations we leave behind some frailty. The healthier we are, the longer we live. Only through our perseverance will this planet be ours. Okay. I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with that, but it is adequate. We are still human. We'll still look human, but we'll just be a little bit healthier. That's fine. Okay, so go back to energy stealing. And you've managed to steal last time, which is good. A unit needs orders? Okay. Now I'm sure there was something I saw nearby that would be useful to me. That's a bit far out of our range to really do it safely. Okay, I'm going to take a risk and go to the progenitor device. This might be a fatal mistake, it might not. Ah, are you sending your armor after us? That didn't really go to plan for you, did it? Time to send the Guardians in to help as well. Oh dear. You really haven't learned, have you? And Dada? What's going on with Dada? Okay. Yeah, so they really don't like us over there. Okay, first things first, let's make sure my range unit doesn't go into the sea. That would definitely be a bad thing now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so... is in range. That cruiser looks very much in range to me. And almost destroyable. And we will have... there's a city there. Good. Lots of range units. That's less good. But we have a Cinder on the way, which is also good. Uncle now has 2 citizens. Fantastic. Okay. Let's purchase something for health. Farmer lab, lots of health. Recyclers, production. Cyto nursery. Or clinic. Clinic's cheaper. Let's go for a clinic to start with. We're now in positive. Excellent. Anything else I can buy to help these guys? Old Earth Relic. Culture would definitely be useful. Oh, little bit close. Little bit close. A lot close. Oh wait. Still have huge amounts of health left. Oh dear. Oh dear for you. Yeah, that's if I were you, I would be scared at this point. You've just thrown your best at us and barely scratched us. But we are busy taking out your sea units and your land. And you know what? Of course, going under the sea. Going under the ice, which... Okay, so it's because they're the subs, they'll be able to go under the ice. Or possibly all of our military units can. I'm not 100% sure there. But either way, things are not looking good for Changsu. We are causing an awful lot of damage to them. And they're barely able to scratch us. Not so good for them, in all honesty. Okay, so diplomatic transmission.
لدينا بعض الخبرة في التجارة.
Yeah, you're one of my allies, so I'll definitely give you that to help you. And I can now do some upgrades. Excellent. A deep castle. Petroleum plant. Answer. Do I... You know what? Let's have another worker. That would be really useful. Those cutters really don't stand a chance, do they? Every turn they're losing a unit now. Okay, Cinder can heal up. That is healing up. I may need to get another city on the way actually, just to really push things. Oakstone over there. By miasma, but by the plains, by a tundra. That could be good, actually. Yeah, that's definitely something to start looking toward. Excellent. Deep Castle's on the verge of... is going to start growing again soon. Dunkel is close to growing. Vajarand is going to grow. Excellent. Yeah. I know, my army side is tiny, however... It's not the size that matters, it's what you do with it. And let's be perfectly honest here, my military is kicking butt. So going in over there is going to get us spotted. Creative Spark quest decision. Our colonial grid is now powered by a thorium reactor. Although already its people have become accustomed to this gentle hum and glow. So efficient is the reactor, it's barely working at capacity. If we push it further, we could divert the energy towards increasing production speed. We could use it to create new units and structures. Both would be of great benefit. We get extra energy or extra production. Production would be useful. We should reroute the extra energy into production. The faster we can produce things, the more prepared we shall be to face this planet's challenge. That's very true. And more importantly, people hate our low production. Which, you know, is a problem. Vajran's doing okay at the moment. You know, can't complain too much. And it's still slow in production, but it's not the best city location, sadly. But it's coming along nicely. Our Guardian's coming along. 5 more turns before he's in position to start, well, and then can start healing. I'm going to have to start building. Yeah, once this is complete, I will have to start building some more military units, because, yeah, it's a decent military over there, but it's not good enough. I mean, at the moment, I can just keep these guys, you know, on their toes and prevent them from doing anything like attacking. In fact, actually, you're probably just as well moving back to base to heal up. However, you're close enough to start taking a pounding. I am going for Dangi. I am definitely going to start moving towards Dangi. Yeah, why wouldn't I? That's really taking a pounding. And you can't be seen either, so it's fantastic. Okay, we have another worker. Let's move you over here, the new city, and start helping. You continue pounding their city. And you guys can go down and prepare to take it. This is going to be interesting. So, Deep Castle. I think the thorium reactor for energy and production is really beneficial right now. Yeah, our colony population is pathetic at the moment, isn't it? I don't think any of us... Oh no, one of our cities had hit 7. Your smaller cities are the size of our large cities. Not so good for us. Okay, getting these guys in position. Continue our hidden bombardment. That is definitely not good for them. Okay, so Dunkel is now completed. I think yeah, trade depot. So I can start getting some trade in. Extra production. Fantastic. A wellness quest decision. I like these. Botanists at the Gaian Well are eager to begin their work in earnest and await direction in the methodology practices. Through early trials, botanists have discovered that by creating hybrids of old Earth flora with this planet's indigenous plant life, they can produce even more energy than is currently anticipated. However, by isolating the old Earth flora, they will be able to benefit traditional industry. Get extra energy or extra production. Also, isolating the old Earth flora is a good thing, because we want to make a new Earth. Botanists are more familiar with the old Earth flora and have already begun to benefit industry. Fantastic. So yes, our fledgling civilization is definitely growing nicely. Eventually now. It's taken me quite some time to get started. But we're in a good position.
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele.
Yeah, you can have
Vielleicht
peace
kannst
with
du sie
me.
noch weiter voran.
I really don't want more of you. Why do I care what you think, Changsu? I mean, really? Hello? You know, I've been at war with you since you declared war. You know, you're hardly somebody I want to be friendly with. An Asian Tide Hunt. Excellent. That sea dragon's gone.
No village was
Yep, I will
ever
give you
ruined
that.
by
Oh
trade.
wow, I've just checked my diplomatic capital. I'm ready for some upgrades. Okay. Well, this is the only one I can upgrade, so I need 630 for the next one. And then onto the black market. And now Changsu is looking decidedly in decidedly bad situation. I'm going to heal up the Rangers before I do much else with them because they are seriously injured. Oh, you're targeting the Cinders, are you? Yeah, that would be a wise move as they're about the only thing you can get near. Okay. That may have been an error in judgment. He just killed one of my Cinders. Okay, there's quite a lot coming to attack me now. Okay, I may have been a bit cocky here. See how that's affecting
어떤
this.
논의를 한다 해도
Wow.
소용없습니다.
We are seriously winning. They've done some damage, but not a lot. Okay. Ooh. It's appeared these can be attacked without. Okay. Oh no, they were at war with me again. I lose track. Pan Asian goes toward me so often. Okay, you can heal up. You can take a bit of a pounding. Okay, now I think it is time for Iron Waldo. Production and energy. Production would be good. People dislike my low production. Yeah, I reckon I need one more turn. 109 diplomatic
큰 힘이
capital.
될 것입니다.
No, I'm not ready to give you peace. I may need to pull these guys back, actually. They are taking more of a pounding than I anticipate. They're not taking much of a pounding at all. Why am I worried? That much health left, why am I worried? Just continue pounding from the ocean. See what we can do next turn. Well, actually, I might be able to do it now. I'll attack anyway. There's just the only, you know, Changsu does not seem to be able to do enough damage to these guys to make it worth me being worried. Watch as they now get wiped out. Watch as I'm made to eat those words. However, if I don't have to eat those words, Dangi is mine. You know, it's going to be really hard to get it back from me once I take it. My units are so much more powerful.
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele. Vielleicht kannst du sie noch weiter voranbringen.
Are you declaring war on me again? Seriously? I may have a small military, but it is mighty. I've lost 1 unit ever in this war against these guys. Absolutely ever. Okay, let's start with the float stone. I really do need the float stone. Okay, so you weren't able to take them out. So Dangi is mine. Now, I'm just going to see what the war score is like at the moment.
어떤 논의를 한다.
348. I get for taking the city. Yeah, I will take the city. I know the risks. I have very powerful units here. I will annex the city. And what's the war score?
어떤 논의를 한다.
724. Yeah, you've just lost a city to me. What am I going to build in there? Let's see. I think a Gene Garden would go down well. Uncle now has 3. Very nice. Deep Castle's coming close to having 7 at last. Bajran almost has 4 and is... yeah, it's not a great city, sadly. These, on the other hand, doing okay. Ooh. Are you sending out some broadsiders to deal with me? Oh, broadsiders are pretty good, actually. Ah, okay, they've taken Jiangyi back. Oh dear. That's going to be quite a big war for them, isn't it?
어떤 논의를 한다.
1960. Okay, so we are going to have to serious fight back at sea. Okay, so my military is not good enough at the moment to deal with these guys. That is unfortunate. So all I can really do is harass them. I can do a lot of damage to them. Okay, so they're going to heal up. Okay. We took Dangi for a little while. You know, that's a reasonable thing. Shame I couldn't take it permanently, but...
What's ours is yours. For a price.
yeah, I will accept peace from you. Do love the way these people change. Actually, this has changed.
어떤 논의를 한다 해도 소용없습니다.
Meine Zeit ist
What do you
kostbar.
want, Jabba?
Deine nicht?
Yeah, the way their visuals
No
changed
light now.
is now different because of the infusions.
Now let us all one village be.
But I do love this. The outfits change as you go down a certain
أتمنى أن
path.
تكون هذه آخر الحروب.
Yeah, we are pretty powerful and pretty potent right now. Well, in theory, we're actually not that good. An encrypted transmission has been received. It reads, "Our efforts are finally coming to fruition, and the time is right to make a grand statement. Form a covert op of 4 intrigue higher." I don't think I've ever managed to do that successfully. Well, at least I can do some damage to their vessels. This guy's free still. Mandira. Mandira. You check that's not one of my allies. I really don't want to attack my allies. Not them, not them. Cathy Protectorate.
No lies now.
Yeah, okay, we'll go have a look to Mandira. That's not very well protected. Got a huge intrigue level. Okay, so at the moment I'm not really going to be able to do much to Jiangsu at all. Maybe it is time to end the war. It's gone on long enough, and we're starting to see what it's going to do for us. But then again, the war's been going on for a while. It is sort of becoming a tradition with me now. And golems are coming as well, which, you know, could be pretty lethal. Science stolen, agent undetected. Fantastic. Well done. Well done indeed. Yes, let's try and get some defectors. High risk but high reward. Okay. Well, my army is now smaller than it was, which is not a good thing, considering it was tiny to begin with. Just coming along. Bioengineering is just about finished.
If it's a sin to play God, then why would he leave his tools lying around? Accepting the limitations of birthborn betrays a lack of imagination.
Okay, so we get some upgrades and some new research. Bioengineering, let's see, that's not much use. Had a lot of harmony. Organics. Tool. Hybrid, okay. No. Vision could be bionics, tissue enhancement actually. Extra healing for my units would be really useful right now. So fabrication is definitely on the cards. Okay. Nanotechnology will be useful at some point. No, Exodus Gate. That is our overall goal. We need the Exodus Gate. Save Earth there was. That is the one I need. Excellent. However, I have seen the time now, so I'm afraid that is all the time I have for tonight. So today's episode has been a bit hit and miss, shall we say? We did manage to take Dangi. For all of a turn, then we lost it again. Bit of a shame, but we've done a lot of damage. We really are, rattling Jiangsu. And we're going to continue to rattle his cage as long as we can. Our new colonies are growing nicely. And I am going to have to build up some more military force, because clearly right now I don't have the military power to take on and deal with Jiangsu properly. Each individual unit is really powerful, but I just haven't got enough of them. It's a real shame. Although our subs are coming into their own now, so that's really good news. Let's see if we've got any upgrades. Oh yes, the broadside can upgrade. That's going to become a Baron. But I want to see the invisible units. Means I'll have to build some of those. One more level and he'll be ready. But yes, so yes, we're going well. We'll be building a Baron next turn so we can see what they're like. So next turn. Well, actually no, it is next turn. But that's also tomorrow night's episode. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and that you've been enjoying the series as a whole. I also hope to see you again tomorrow night, where we continue trying to save Earth that was. We've got a little distracted by attacking Jiangsu over here, which has been a fun distraction. But now it's time to refocus and start trying to save Earth that was. But, as always, until we meet again, farewell.